Hello and welcome back to Inside Quotes, the show where my brother and I rewatch, review, and relive the staples of our childhood. This is episode 127, and I am your host, Jeremy, and with me today is my older brother, Jonathan. Jonathan, welcome back to the show. Tell us your secrets.
Quack, quack, everybody. It's great to be back on the show. That's the secret. And I'm here to wish you a happy 4th of July as I hear fireworks going off in the background here.
Fun fact, it's actually the 3rd of the July. So, July the 3rd be with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the people say.
Yeah. No, but Jonathan, of course, we are doing one of them, our favorite American movies, and continuing / finishing, hopefully not finishing, the National Treasure saga series. Almost a trilogy.
That's the question. How many films does it take to get a saga?
4.
I would say, just to cut you off there,
Okay.
I would say our podcast is a saga at this point. I mean, 127 episodes
At this
in.
point, yeah.
It's a whole
Why
saga.
did we do 127 hours?
Not a kid's movie. mainly the reason.
What do you mean?
But
Dang it. That didn't really work out as well, but you got the gist.
yeah. Mm-hmm. 127
127
episodes. We got a whole saga. We've got some new podcast artwork out. I don't know if you noticed that.
Check out the new update.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching on Spotify, maybe it's up there, or maybe down.
It's just on the video.
One of those corners.
It'll be somewhere.
Yeah. Thanks to Bryce Bridgman for updating that. Yeah, I guess more housekeeping notes, Jonathan. What's going on with your life these days?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's do a fit check.
Oh yeah. So the American flag / eagle polo shirt from Goodwill.
Okay.
Easily Goodwill. I did not buy this new. It's my favorite 4th of July shirt, and I wear it every 4th of July now. Quite
It's
comfortable. It's vintage, patriotic. You know, pretty good. Chain, TJ Maxx, fake.
Fake.
Glasses, Zinni, AirPods. The store.
Apple. Okay. You didn't get duped by those Raycons that I always hear about?
Raycons. No, we are not
You heard
sponsored. Not a sponsor. No Raycons here.
Got the legit ones.
I mean, unless, of course, if we wanted to get sponsored by Raycon, I'm sure that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are they even still around?
I don't know. I never got them, so probably not. I'm on my second pair of AirPods now.
I am as well. It's crazy how they just got us wrapped around their finger.
Yep.
Dang old Apple.
Jeremy, have you finished your book?
Which book?
We talked about last time. One of the Redwall books.
Oh, I did finish Pearls of Lutra.
Okay.
And that was really good. I don't know if I said that. But I'm still on Lord Brocktree right now. So
okay.
Still on the Redwall. I sort of went out of town. I've been out of town the past couple weeks. So have you.
Yeah.
And I left my book at home, so I didn't get to read it those 2 weeks. So it's kind of sad. But I was, however, one, I was at home for 1 week, but the next week I was in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, where this movie takes place. So, yeah.
For part of the movie, anyway.
For part of the movie, yeah. They went everywhere in this movie.
Yeah.
They went international, as all good sequels do.
Mm-hmm.
They go to
Gotta go to London.
Baby. London town. Yeah. Is my lighting okay, Jonathan?
Yeah, seems okay.
Are you sure? I may have to fix this or something.
What would be wrong with it?
I don't know. Probably just need some candlelight or something. Like a golden candlestick or I don't know, just something to like decipher a map next to. I'm not
See, I was
sure.
expecting you to throw on like a nightcap or something, your little nightgown. Walk through the house with your candle.
I just have to examine some things, okay?
Okay.
Oh, what's this?
Oh.
The Assassination of President Lincoln National Park map from Ford's Theater.
Did you get that from the Book of Secrets?
No, I got it. I got it from the employee that worked at Ford's Theater when I went there.
I knew it was an inside job.
Yep. I mean, I guess it was sort of an inside/outside job, if you think about it.
Yeah. He shot him inside and then he ran outside.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm gonna put this out because it's gonna pour wax all over my computer. But the bit is
It's not my problem.
unfurled. The bit's over.
Wow. Cinematic.
Okay, so just a backstory. I went to DC for a work trip because my new design team is based in Arlington. So every once in a while, I'll fly out just to have meetings and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. I get to be in DC. It's really educational. And as a president's nerd, I'm loving it. History nerd, I'm loving it. But I happened to have gone on April 14th that week. And I booked a show at Ford's Theater on April 14th, 2025. And Jonathan, did you know that happened to be exactly 160 years after the night that Lincoln got shot? It was the 160th anniversary. And guess how many people knew that? And it was just me. Not even the workers. I was like,
they didn't do anything
to.
There wasn't any kind of celebration about it.
Not even an acknowledgement. I was so bummed. It got so bad that in the museum part underneath, I was like, tonight's like the 160th anniversary, right? And people were like, no way. I just had to tell people. I was all by myself. I just had to tell someone. They're like, that's crazy. This theater's haunted. No, I feel like everyone says a theater's haunted, and that's like the best theater to be haunted by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I also happened to buy a cheap ticket, I'll say that, right next to the presidential booth. Booth is a really bad word for that. Box.
The John Wilkes suite.
The presidential suite. Anyways, so it was right next to the door of Lincoln's box. And I basically was as close as possible to having Lincoln's view watching the show. Wow. And it was so cool. It was super cool and surreal to share his point of view and see a performance 160 years after that terrible night. And I was super, super grateful for that experience. And do you know actually what the show Lincoln was attending when he got shot?
I believe it was Urinetown.
No. Give a good guess.
I don't know shows.
That's okay, on the roof, because it sure wasn't Sister Act the musical. I can tell you that. Exhibit B.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. The memeability of this show is so good. I actually really enjoyed the show. It was really funny. If you're not familiar with the 1992 film Sister Act, starring Whoopi Goldberg, it is this undercover cop-ish story, crime story, where this lady has to go undercover in a convent and pretend she's a nun because she's in the witness protection program. And she's not very nun-like, but hilarity ensues. We'll
Mm-hmm.
just say. I love saying hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw Sister Act the musical. It was very good. The music is actually really good,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole time I was just like looking over. Well, first looking down, and then looking over at the empty chair. I was like, man, Abe would have just loved this stuff, man.
He
He
would have
sure
ate it
would.
up.
He would have.
Mm.
It was very good. I would see that again for sure. And then I just got back from another trip last week, and I saw Les Mis at the Kennedy Center, and that was pretty cool. Well, you'd already
Oh.
seen it in
Mm-hmm.
at TPAC in Tennessee, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Not as good as not as good as Sister Act on the 160th anniversary. Ah, back in the habit. Yeah, it actually made me want to watch that movie again. But we're talking National Treasure. But I was on the set of National Treasure, technically. And actually, not even technically. I don't even think they filmed it in that theater. I think they made like a mock version of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I want to say.
I
But if
watched
you
some
pull up the
behind the
clip, can you
scenes.
pull up the clip or at least a picture? I was right. My seat was you can see my seat from the camera in the movie, and I was ugh,
Wow.
starstruck. I was like, I was
Mm-hmm.
literally there that night. But yeah, I actually think I preferred seeing a show at Ford's Theater than the Kennedy Center Opera House. Weirdly,
Wow.
but like
Mm-hmm.
the Opera House is like, I mean, Kennedy Center is like huge. Apparently, I mean, I didn't really hear about it till.
But Ford's Theater, there's like kind of a little bit of an excitement because it's like kind of a risk to go, you
I
know?
definitely was watching my back the whole time. It was kind of part of the experience.
Yeah.
Oh man. And oh my goodness, the worst part, it's Sister Act, so there's like gang violence in it and crime and
Mm-hmm.
cops. Bro,
Mm.
there were 2 gunshots
Oh, man.
in the show, and that
Too soon.
too soon, 160 years too soon. That like oh, scared it. I actually felt like I needed to go to the bathroom after that because my heart dropped out of me. And I'm not talking about my heart. Whew. All right. Well, National Treasure 2, Jonathan. Give us some stats on National Treasure 2.
All right. National Treasure 2 came out December 21st, 2007. We went to see this in theaters with our mom and
Mhm.
our dad. Okay. And look, this is an important
That's a
stat
rare.
because
That is an
you,
important stat.
I can probably count on one hand the number of times our dad went to the theater with us.
This movie and
And,
Dunkirk.
and bench
I think
warmers.
and bench warmers.
So that's a great like triple feature there,
3 so far.
Yeah.
Dad, if you're listening, let's make it 5. Heard there's a Civil War movie coming out.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we talked about the original National Treasure. It was one of the first movies we ever covered on this show.
Yes. One of the best movies we've ever covered on this show.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it got the stapliest
It did.
picture
For sure.
the first year we did the awards.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a default pick for our family. Like this is, I mean, and so like when the second one came out, the whole family went to go see it. And I don't know. I feel like that's a big memory for us. Just the whole family going to see this.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that it was a December. Like this was like a Christmas release, basically. December 21st.
It just seems like a summer movie.
Yeah, but ooh, that's bright. Well, December or summer 2007 though was like a crazy summer. Like it probably, I mean, it was a big movie, but like we had like Spider-Man 3, we had Shrek 3, we had Pirates of the Caribbean 3, and this was
Preach.
clearly the second movie, so it did not belong in the summer season.
Right.
Okay, so it had to be pushed to winter time. But it did compete with I Am Legend, Will Smith movie. I actually saw that in theaters.
I still haven't seen that. I remember dropping you off for that movie and being jealous that I couldn't see it because you were hanging out with all your friends. I didn't
I
have
feel
any.
like I saw that with Caleb Keenan
Mm-hmm.
and friend of the show, and Taylor Leggett. Shout out.
Shout out.
Also, that December season, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Golden Compass, and Enchanted. So,
What a big year for movies. I
yeah.
would say the first 10 years of this century was really good every single year.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there wasn't really many dud years.
Yeah.
Dang.
Those like early, mid 2000s, that was the best time. Best time.
But now this decade we get to relive all of those movies one more time in the theaters. Just another one. I wouldn't. Ooh, if they remade National Treasure, I would be upset, I think.
Well, should we get into the Disney Plus series? Because we have seen that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get my tea. Oh, I forgot the tea kettle. So I'll just be back again in give me 30 seconds. All right, stop.
Okay. Okay. Well, I did find out what was on page 47 of the Book of Secrets here. So I'll just read that off. There's no need to make a third one. I've got the answers here. It is life altering though. I will say that. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Page 40. Oh, okay.
Did I miss anything?
No, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, get a load of this. This is a mug I got from this trip at the National Archives. This is
The National Archives. Okay.
I went to the National Archives, referring to the first National Treasure movie, where he stole the Declaration of Independence. I went ahead and went to the gift shop thinking there's probably a Declaration of Independence that I could buy there. But I didn't find. Well, I didn't buy that because I didn't want to, but I did buy this.
Wow.
An unofficial bootleg National Treasure sold by the National Archives mug. And it just says National Treasure, not the font, but it just is the National Treasures. But get this, ready? Hope I don't spill this on myself.
For those listening at home, he's pouring water into a mug. He's got a mug. I feel like Nicolas Cage's face is going to show up on the side of the mug.
That would be funny.
Maybe not.
What's that? Is that the Declaration of Independence forming
it is
in front of our very eyes? I got to turn around.
Okay, that is pretty legit.
Isn't that so cool?
And very handy if you just need to read the Declaration from time to time while you're sipping your morning coffee.
Of course. It's a treasure map. You don't even need lemon juice. You just need heat. Anyways, that's just what I wanted to show you. All right, that's all the bits I have, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
For now.
Pulling out all the stops for Natty Treasure 2.
Natty Treasure 2. Yeah. Okay, let's actually get into this movie.
Okay. What's your favorite quote from this movie, Jeremy?
Bro, okay, so some of my favorite quotes. The thing about this movie is that there's so many more quotes, maybe, than the first one. This has a lot of good quotes overall, of any movie we've done, really. Not quite Nacho Libre, but it's really there. And I think just a lot of brain rot for us that I just wrote down that are technically quotes, but nobody would really consider them good quotes.
Yeah.
I
think there's a lot in here.
1876 6. the cops, and the other cop was like,
Oh,
six.
you know Montesquieu.
Oh, you know Montesquieu? 6.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff in here that I think is subconsciously like a quote in my head that I didn't realize was from this movie. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm more easily able to identify quotes from the first one than I am from this one.
Like what? Like,
But
what would you say?
I don't know that I have a standout quote from this one.
Oh, well,
Like, you're saying you quote this one a lot?
I mean, now we've got the little Bobbies down on us. I mean, gonna detain a blighter for enjoying a glass of whiskey?
Whiskey?
She took your call. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll drive.
Yeah.
Like, I did learn my biggest. Well, it was just like British vocabulary, but the phrase "haven't the foggiest." That's from this movie that I learned.
I thought that was in Goblet of Fire.
Haven't the foggiest. It's in
Somebody
this
said
too. Jonathan, you're not gonna believe this. This movie also takes place in the UK.
Well, Harry Potter, that's the only British movie I've ever seen.
And that was mostly Scottish, I would say.
Okay, there's a couple
Okie dokie.
that I wrote down though. Well, one quote that Mom really liked, I remember, was like whenever they go to find Ben's mom at the university, and like the college student, the girl like comes out like running out of the room. She's like, "I hate her," and they're like, "Oh, we're in the right place." Mom always thought that scene was like really funny. I don't know. That when they're in the Oval Office and Abigail's trying to distract Todd. His name's Todd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She's
like,
no, it's Connor.
Know. Connor.
Todd
Connor.
Might be his real name.
He just seems like a Todd.
Isn't he in Modern
Ty
Family?
Burrell. That's the actor's name. Yeah, he's on Modern Family, and like anytime I see a clip of him on Modern Family,
maybe his
I feel
name
like
is
I want to
Todd
watch it.
in Modern Family.
I don't know.
Listeners, comment the real answer.
Comment below.
Where are we getting Todd from?
But yeah, she's just like, I don't know. Do you think the earring fell down there? And he goes, yes.
Yes. You want to help me look? Yes. Possibly.
Do you think it went over there? Probably.
I'll go look over here next to the president's actual desk.
Yeah.
Oh man. Abby also loves this movie a lot, and she quoted it, and she got me, like, she used an actual inside quote for herself in our text chains. So yesterday I was helping her because I'm a designer. I'm a graphic designer. Obviously, you knew that. And she has to like build a flyer for one of the events she's doing for her grad school. And I was helping her edit it on Canva, and I started to just fix some things, and she was just like, oh. Well, anyway, thanks for your help. Not you doing unwarranted edits to my design. I was like, you gotta admit, it's pretty good for an hour of work from scratch. Anyways, blah 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 blah. That's the context. And she said, haha, no, I think you're actually right. When you get to the answer without asking me and you happen to be right, you get lucky. And she put in parentheses, you get lucky a lot.
Oh.
And I didn't get that until I was watching it today.
Oh, that one just went over your head?
It went completely over my head last night because she knew I was gonna watch this.
Wow.
And it was just so funny. I was just like, oh, that's funny. And then it just sounded familiar. Like, you get lucky a lot. So, I don't know. She got me good. So, inside quotes all around. Listeners, if you are commenting or listening on Spotify or YouTube, just comment your favorite inside quote. Let's just go ahead and put that there right now.
I'll do you one better. Go ahead and get your favorite quote from this movie tattooed on your body.
Okay,
right now.
I'll do you one better. Why is Thanos?
That's a good one.
That's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
inside quotes. It's a completely different movie and universe.
Well, I felt like it was good to talk about the quotes because this is inside quotes here, you know.
It truly is, yeah. We got to keep talking about that.
But you know what? Besides that, I just want to jump in to like the biggest question of this movie, and let's just like brainstorm. Okay.
Whoa.
We don't forget the
I thought
cast.
you might
forget
have the tendency to overreact.
I mean, what is on page 47, Jeremy?
That's the
What do
question, isn't it?
What
We
do you
wouldn't know
think should
I
be
couldn't
on
find
it?
a question mark thing, but
Mhm.
you know, or an A. So I spelled
Mhm.
what wrong, but
What?
whatever.
What in tarnation?
What is on page 47? Okay, one more quote. There's more to the map. Now, where are we going to find that?
That one did stand out to me because I felt like he's had
The
a line
country
earlier in
accent
the
got it.
scene and he didn't sound like that. He like switched up.
Maybe he's messing around.
Oh man. Oh, there was another good line when he's at Mount Vernon and he's like coming. He's trying to sneak into the party. Nick Cage is. And it's like, have you seen a brunette around here? It's like, I was trying to follow her around, and then she disappeared. I got no game tonight.
Got no game tonight. No, that was one of the henchmen.
Yeah,
randomly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. The henchmen in these movies always have the best lines. They have some good ones. Good
Top
one-liners.
results, Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell.
Because it's a prison.
Because it's a prison. It's a prison. And then he fell down the stairwell and died.
How did a bunch of men with hand tools build all this?
The goat. I need to see an edit of him on TikTok.
You want to see one?
Somebody make an edit of that henchman guy.
From the first one. So you're not going to answer what's on page 47?
Oh, what's on page 47? I'm not sure what it could be, but I remember he was saying like, do you think you can help me with that?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I think I can, or something. I can definitely do that. So it's like
I could fix that.
We just need to know. And I feel like I just can't. The TV show that's canceled, right? It got canceled.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't touch page 47 because it didn't deserve to be near that. I think we should probably remove that show from canon and just call it a day.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think what the general public is waking up to is that I think now 5 years later, all Disney Plus TV shows are kind of trash. Like all of them are now.
Yeah.
With the exception of maybe one or two, they're all trash.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like,
just ruin the stories.
I when it came out, I was like, I mean, this is fine, but like, this nobody wants it. Like, this isn't what people are wanting, right? Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's
like
not
everyone
really
just wanted to follow
without
up
the trio.
Yeah,
and I would even beg to differ. It's not even National Treasure without John Voight.
You know, you have something there.
I do have something.
He's a standout guy. I mean, I feel like we talked about it on the Holes episode, but just the fact that he can be Mr. Sir and Patrick Gates boggles the mind.
You could tell which guy voted for what based off his characters. That's kind of hard to pull off.
Yeah. I mean, the whole page 47 thing was definitely just like let's create a mystery here. We'll figure out what it is later.
Yeah.
because if they had any idea what it was, like they would have just like rolled on and made the third movie. Instead,
Here's
the
what I
director
needed.
went on to make Sorcerer's Apprentice after this. So
That's
they were still trying to
crazy.
figure it out.
That's crazy work. Good movie though, but over a third. Mm.
And the
Here's what I
movie,
think
like,
needs to
they made
happen.
money. Like, it's not like it didn't get good reviews and stuff. Neither of the
Yeah,
National Treasure movies, which is crazy to me.
I think
But
they just wanted to write more,
yeah,
or maybe Jonathan. What if page 47, the plot was too close to the actual book, and the CIA was like, we can't let you release that movie. So right
well,
now, the finished movie is in Area
mhm.
51 right now.
That's very possible. That's very possible.
The government is hiding this from us. Wake
Maybe
up.
they're just maybe they're just waiting for the technology to catch up for them to be able to
James
make that
Cameron.
movie, you know. When Avatar 7 comes out, so will National Treasure 3.
Yeah. I do note in this new one, Riley Poole will be able to use just an iPhone for all of his gadgets, I'm pretty sure.
He has way too many devices.
Way too many devices. And everything was like on a Motorola Razor.
Mhm.
Wasn't the iPhone invented that year? I guess not while they were shooting.
Yeah, I think it came out in
But
07.
man. Okay, here's what I think needs to happen. If they ever wanted to do like a legacy sequel, which at this point it is a legacy sequel
Mm-hmm.
because it's been almost 20 years, which is crazy. Um, I think that Ben Gates will be running for president because
Interesting.
that's the only way for him to gain all the access he needs in information. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, he could just steal the book again. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had it. But
Yeah, I was trying to think if they
they could
did a
do
third
something
one.
else with it. I mean, he's old enough now. I feel like they could do something like that. And they could do like a rivalry running mate where, I don't know, like Walton Goggins could be him. Pretty much reminds
Dude,
me of
he would
Wilkinson.
be he
He
would
would
be
be a
the
good
villain in
villain.
Natty Trash 3.
He'd be such a good villain. You keep saying Natty Trash 3.
I like saying Natty Trash. Um, he's just the exact he's the type for sure. I was trying to think of like, okay, if they made a third one, each one, each movie is based around like, it's kind of similar to like a Mission Impossible movie. Like there's a big stunt with
Yeah.
each movie that they is like the centerpiece of the film. So it's like the first one, he's got to steal the Declaration. All right, the
Mhm.
second one, he's got to kidnap the president. So like, I feel like
Such a
instead
good
of trying to
fun
figure
time.
out what's on page 47, you got to figure out what the big event is going to be for the third movie.
Okay.
You know, like does he need to get to space because there's something on the moon? You know, how do you one up it from that?
I'm going to rig the 2028 election to become president of the United States. You get into that. That's funny. That's too crazy. There is something to say for movies that have American presidents in them and they're just some generic person. They're not even trying to be any. Like I'm pretty so
Shout
Bush
out
was
to the president on Cory in the House.
yeah, which is still not on Disney Plus. Maybe maybe it's just too maybe there's too many political jokes or something in
It's
it.
too political.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Um
What were you saying?
I was saying like you never really have a president in a movie or like someone that's even similar to the current president because people just want to stay away from those politics. I guess I wouldn't do that either, but this is right before Obama got in, I believe, right? It's the
Yeah.
08 election, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess kind of would have been George Bush esque. Just a
I
white
feel
guy
like
that likes country.
this guy has played a president before. Hang on.
I feel like yes.
We
Wasn't he in
watched
like
a
the
movie
astronaut farmer
called
thing?
what?
I don't know. Remember that astronaut farmer movie?
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Me neither.
We in my like history class in high school, we watched this movie called 13 Days, and it was about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And he played Kennedy in that movie.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. It's also got Kevin Costner in it and
Bruce Greenwood. Yeah, he's played the actual president there.
So I remember that was kind of interesting. Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess I saw this before I would have watched that.
No, he played the president in the Kingsman movies.
Oh,
The Golden Circle, the second one. Yeah. I remember that. He just does look like he looks like a president.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan. Another casting choice that I need to talk about since we're starting to talk about the cast is a big.
Okay,
big
I'm distracted.
reveal.
Sorry, he was in Racing Stripes, so I'm trying to figure out who he was in Racing Stripes.
He was the dad.
Okay,
that's right. He was the farmer, the dad. Okay. Buzz and Scuzz.
Man. Okay,
Jonathan. So the big reveal for me, my jaw dropped. I always love this feeling when we're watching these movies and rewatching these and reliving these, where we see someone that we recognize from other movies that we didn't notice before because they weren't famous before. I don't know if you noticed this, Jonathan, but the kid at the Easter party that was arguing with him about the Lincoln assassination was Zachary Gordon from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Was it really?
It absolutely was.
I didn't pick up on that.
Greg Heffley was arguing with Ben Gates. Yeah, it was definitely him.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, sure was.
I'm glad you didn't.
He was funny.
That. Yeah, that was a good scene.
He's just like getting into conspiracies with him right there at the, the Easter egg hunt at the White House lawn.
What are they teaching these kids? Yeah. So yeah, I believe that's all the president movies he's been in. Those three.
Okay.
Let's get another one. Let's have him like run. I guess it's too late because it's been 20 years. But if they did it, they could have had Ben be his running mate for vice president for his second term. Something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's the only way they should go at this point.
I just feel like Ben wouldn't run for president, though. I feel like that goes against his character.
He kind of said it in this movie. Like, you never know. That's the only way to read that is to become president.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You never know. Riley would not be his vice president, though. I feel like that wouldn't work. But
maybe Abigail will run for president.
I could see Abigail being the first female president. That she gives that vibe.
Yeah,
I'd vote for her. That's for sure. You're wrong to assume. But too bad because she's actually German. What else? Who else was in this movie?
Got Ed Harris joining the cast.
Ed Harris, isn't
He's
he in some
iconic
World War II movie?
He was in Apollo 13.
Okay, yeah.
Watch that all the time.
He's a really good actor. And I think he's played... Do you disagree?
No, keep going. I agree.
I think he plays a really good villain because you can't help... Now, if you really think about it, you can't help but, like, also take his side and understand his motives and stuff.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, they're both trying to clear their family's name
Mm-hmm.
in history books, and they're very similar. Just one of them resorts to
Yeah.
violence over.
Yeah, that's true. You do sympathize with him. You just like don't agree with like the way he went about it.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's like basically the only reason like he pulls Ben Gates into the hunt is like if he I don't know had some skin in the game kind of thing. Like
yeah.
had to
But like,
smear his granddaddy's name.
yeah.
I did like the part where he was like, "Are you saying my granddaddy's a liar?" And John Boyd's just like, "Yes, I am."
He's scrappy and feisty.
Yeah.
In this movie. I guess he always is, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I would say spoiler alert. When Ed Harris dies at the end of this, I would say his death scene was probably one of the most influential death scenes of all time for myself
Uh-huh.
in my formative years.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those. It's up there with the Ice Age mom dying.
That was a big
Very
one for
much.
you.
This that was big, but this one was probably bigger. I think it was just so like such a real choice, and it happened so quickly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also like a real person, not like a cartoon. And you kind of see his body at the
Mm-hmm.
end. It's kind of weird.
That was a weird shot. Yeah, I didn't
That
remember
stuck with
that.
me for 20 years.
Yeah.
But just like, I found it. Just tell him I found it. And then he just lets go. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I almost cried. It's so sad.
Mm-hmm. There was like a bonus feature on the DVD that talked about him a little bit, and they had like people, they had some like authors of books like doing. It was only like a short featurette, like a few minutes, but they had
Mhm.
some interviews with some authors of like random books, and each of these authors that they had like had their book next to them, and it literally looked just like Riley's book, like in the
I was gonna
like
say
it
that
was
all those like historical fiction, like mass,
yeah.
like oversized
Mhm.
fiction books, have the same font and they're like taking
Yeah.
up the whole book. I thought that
Yeah.
was funny.
I feel like
It's
they
pretty good.
probably just read these books and then like based a script around that. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you guys read my book? I was moving. Chapter
There's
13.
there's that line, and then there's one good reaction that John Voight has too, because like I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was something about the Book of Secrets or something, but like um maybe it was early on in the movie. Riley like asked John Voight's character, like, "Oh, did you learn that from my book?" And he just like Patrick Gates just looks at him and doesn't say anything. And it's just this like awkward silence.
What do you think?
Yeah,
They're so
that
mean to
got
him.
me. Mm-hmm.
They take him for granted.
Yeah, but
Maybe he'll be the villain.
he always has some piece of information that they don't have.
Yeah. One piece of the puzzle. And they couldn't get anywhere without his hacking skills.
That's true. Yeah.
If he doesn't hack into the mainframe every
Mm-hmm.
movie,
Mm-hmm.
bro thrives in a van or a bathroom stall.
Mm-hmm. He must have like a lot of command strips or something, like hanging up all these devices on the wall.
I saw he had this like 2-sided duct tape, like
Mm-hmm.
gaffer's tape that he had up there. But what I thought was weird was that he placed it on the wall. Here, let me show you on this wall. So
Mm-hmm.
he had stuff sticking on both sides. So he
Mm-hmm.
did this and then just went one fell swoop. One fell swoop. I don't know if you heard that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like if it's sticky on both sides, why would his hands go like so smoothly,
Mm.
So I don't know what kind of tape that was. It's gonna bother me now. Maybe he just doesn't have fingerprints anymore. Or traction.
Maybe not. You know what's a line that bothered me was whenever he gets his car like repoed by the IRS, basically.
Oh yeah,
And then he tells Ben, he's like, you know what taxes are on $5 million? $6 million.
$6 million.
I was like, wait, how does that make sense?
That's kind of like an old man joke. I kind of liked it.
I was like, wait, is
Oh,
he
I
for
lost
real?
you.
Yeah.
I feel like he was joking,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, he was definitely joking. I don't know. You're the accountant, so it could be. I've never had $5 million.
Maybe there's some fees and penalties. I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing I really like his book signing at the beginning because he's written about the treasure from the first movie,
Yeah.
and then he's got the like the cardboard cutout of him looking like Indiana Jones
Yes, I love
in the
that. I
book
kind of
in
want to
the
get that.
Borders bookstore.
I wonder if we can find one of those.
I was thinking about that.
I wonder if we can make one.
Like someone has that in their house, some collector, I'm
Yeah,
sure. Like, yeah,
surely.
I don't know,
That got me
but
thinking, dude, if I'm ever in a Barnes and Noble and there's an author there doing a book signing and nobody's buying his book, I feel like I have to buy his book, even if I don't read it.
well, I see stuff like that on TikTok a lot. People like will like film like just like this author that's at a book signing at a bookstore, just there by themselves. And they'll like go and buy a book from them because they feel like bad, but also to like give them some exposure or something. Like I see that kind
Yeah.
of stuff a lot. But the scene though, when he's doing the signing, it's just like a little moment whenever like the girl comes up and she's asking him about like, oh, did you write this? And he's like, yep, I'm the author. And he hits the same pose as he has on the back cover of the book. Just that little moment, just like, yep, I'm the author.
Are you Ben Gates?
Yes, I am.
I'm glad it worked out for him in the end.
Mhm.
I knew there'd be someone that would just know him for who he was. Okay,
Yeah.
so things have happened between these. Obviously, Riley's written a book, and he's in Barnes and
Mhm.
Noble selling it, having a bad time.
Borders bookstore.
Borders bookstore, sorry.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Borders had like so much shelf space for his book.
Yeah.
It was like
Mhm.
overwhelming. Like nobody was buying it, and they also ordered too many. I don't know. Maybe it's just for the
Mhm.
event.
Mhm.
And then we've got Ben and Abigail,
Mhm.
and they have parted ways. That was
Mhm.
the thing that like made me so mad as a kid because like
Yeah.
they don't need to do that. Like we weren't there
Uh-huh.
for this breakup. We need more context here.
Yeah.
Not saying like, oh, you say so, because at that point they might have not gotten back together. We don't know.
Mhm.
Also, that's when we found out that they didn't get married, and they
Mhm.
didn't. They were living together. So I thought that was very much against the rules growing up.
Very much against the rules.
What the heck? You can't do that with a girl. What the? Wow. And also, watching this back, how did he get kicked out of his own house? Like, isn't that his house? Like, they wouldn't have. Like, if it was a divorce, they would have gotten like she
Mhm.
could have won the house. But like, I feel like the house is in his name.
Well, I was thinking about,
Or if they went into it together, that's weird.
I mean, I guess they both got a payout from the treasure, but
Right.
I'm sure that he's got enough money that he doesn't need to move back in with his dad.
Yes.
Like,
I think he
but
just wanted to. He loves his dad.
I'm thinking it was pretty fresh.
Yeah,
Somewhat
probably.
fresh. I don't know.
Yeah.
He hadn't even unpacked his car yet.
Fresh enough for her to go on a date with Connor, the dweeb.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's kind of a villain in this movie. But I can't tell. I feel like it was him that couldn't handle it because they argued. They didn't know how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
They better be together on the third movie. That's all I'm saying. Better not pull an Indiana Jones crap.
They better not
Be with a
recast her
different
in the
girl.
third movie like the Mummy.
Mm-hmm. Very much. That's a better call. That's a better
Be
call.
like, who is this?
They recast her in the second one. No, they didn't. They just gave her a different haircut. Um. Okay. Yeah.
I like, at least in the Mummy 2, they were still together. That was good.
Yeah. And they had a kid.
Hmm.
And we missed out on those years. At this point,
Yeah,
they're gonna have
I
to
think they.
have to be married for a while, and then they would have had a kid that's gonna join in on it. But that trope's kind of boring.
Yeah,
I feel like they wouldn't have had kids at this point. I don't know, maybe so. Just once you have a side plot for a kid, and that becomes their part of the movie, that's sort of kind of takes away from the movie. I
yeah.
don't, I don't know. I have no hope for Shrek 5 now because of this. It's kind of a tiring trope.
Yeah.
You got
I
any
do
other
think
ideas for
though.
the third movie?
Well, I was trying to figure out what they should do for the third one. Like, as far as like a treasure hunt, should it go back to like founding fathers time,
Mm.
or should we keep moving forward? So we've got like Revolutionary War, Civil War, like something like World War II, like some kind of Hitler treasure
You can
or
go
something
World
like
War
that.
One. Save room
Okay,
for
World
a
War One. Okay, yeah,
fourth one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to get four out of here, you know.
I'm trying to get as many as possible, as long as that people are, as long as John Voight's still alive.
Mm.
Because like I said, he's the backbone of this saga.
He's holding it together.
Yes. Yes.
Him and Justin Bartha.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can't. Pretty sure he's available though, based off of his TV show appearances.
Yeah, I mean he made it to the National Treasure TV show.
Yeah.
So did Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
His character died.
And
Spoiler alert.
oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
And it's canon now, so screw that. Who's gonna be like, somebody's got to go to jail?
Yeah. Well,
Also,
he's like
we-
86 years old, so I don't know how many more
Yeah.
movies he's got in.
yeah, that's fair. So maybe it is time for the new generation.
Well, and that's something too. I was kind of wondering about. Okay, two things. One, the future of the movies. The movie is about the Gates family, right?
Mhm.
So you've got, and I found out recently, there's like a series of books, like young adult books,
Yes.
that like they go through like his lineage of like his ancestors, like during different periods of history, and there's different things.
And as soon as I
And
find this book, I'm gonna have to read it.
so
There's like
I thought
four
that,
of them, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And like each one is like a different member, like 1600, 1700,
Yeah.
so on. So you could like keep going. You could like continue the series and just have like, oh, we've got Ben Gates' kid. You know,
Exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
they're a family of treasure hunters, and they all have different, I don't know, skills, interests, whatever, personalities. But like, I feel like you could continue that way.
We could easily go back to the 1700s and get Jason Earl to be the lead. He's a Gates, right? Thomas Gates.
I forgot. When you said Jason Earl, my mind first thought of like, my name is Earl. I was like, what?
No,
But
Jason
yeah.
Earls.
Yeah.
I don't know. From Hannah Montana. Dagnabbit.
But then as far as like the page 47, I was kind of thinking it'd be cool if like it was some kind of mystery that like all of the presidents, it's like their own like history of the presidents have been trying to figure this thing out, and they don't know what it is.
We're getting somewhere.
You know?
Okay.
Like maybe it's something that George Washington put in the book. I don't know who started the book, but it's something that like, okay, each one has like been trying to piece together some things through the years. But like this Bruce Greenwood president from Book of Secrets, he's just like, I need to call in some help. I want to be the one that gets the credit.
I feel like Washington didn't have many secrets. I feel like we would have to start with somebody different.
Yeah.
Either way, I feel like going through these presidents, could be good in accordance with the Gates family also. So I think that could be good. Sort of like an Assassin's Creed vibe. Not really.
I didn't play the game, but
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, not focusing on the next generation and breaking into Elvis's house because you
okay.
want to be a
I
music
mean,
star and you're not. Your
yeah.
life's not taking like. This isn't like a kid's crime solving, crime fighting, mystery solving movie or show. Like it works because it's real stakes with real adults. Well, he hasn't
Catherine
really been to jail
Zeta-Jones,
yet.
she was in it.
What?
Catherine Zeta-Jones was in it.
Oh yeah, stupid.
I
One of the worst.
I didn't hate the series. It was fine, but
It
it
was
was more of
entertaining.
like a teen kind of drama.
It was like watching
CW
Wednesday.
show. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's fine if you want to make that, but also we want National Treasure 3. Like we want,
right.
That's what we actually want.
It was so dramatic.
So,
and like childish. Yeah, I didn't like it that much. But it was good to watch, I guess. But
it's got a good score. We got Trevor Rabin back.
Yeah.
Doing the music, so.
Trevor Rabin or Rabin? Rabin?
I don't know.
Either way, he's the GOAT for me.
I was disappointed. The soundtrack for National Treasure 2 is a lot shorter.
It really is, yeah. And it's
like
not
it's only
good.
like 20 minutes.
Some of it's a little weirder.
I kind of feel like that maybe they just reused a lot of music from the first one. And then there's some like new stuff that he did for this one, but I don't know.
The scene where they're matching up the page at the beginning to the Diary of John Wilkes Booth. The music there felt like some like crazy like 80s soap opera music. Intense. Go listen to it. That's weird.
Okay.
I don't know. The music's still good.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely doesn't compete with the first one because there's less of it.
I just feel like it's a lot of the same for me. So
All
I mean,
right.
it's good, but
what are some more monuments we can work with for this movie? We've got this is pretty much one big brainstorm session. I really like that.
The Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam. Okay. We've got I like what they're doing not around DC.
Mount Rushmore was good.
Obvious. Mount Rushmore was a
good
spot,
pick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're doing national parks and stuff.
Let's do U.S. monuments. I guess it would just be the ones in. We got the Bean in Chicago.
Nope. I hate that thing. I feel like if I ever go to Chicago, I won't go to the Bean. It's like I have no desire for that.
Maybe there's something in Mount St. Helens,
There was more to that story.
I don't know. Because it wasn't just DC. They also went up to like Philadelphia and stuff. But that's where you get into the founding fathers stuff and the colonies and whatnot. But
so if they do World War I, they could do like Germany and like the other parts of that.
Well, it's not World War I, but like
Franz
something about like Pearl Harbor or something like that, I don't know.
You're getting ahead of yourself. We can't skip World War I, dude. Well, otherwise, we won't have World War II. Which that could be good. I think there's only one prop.
We didn't talk about all the music.
Okay, keep talking about the music.
we have a cameo in this movie by Randy Travis.
Yes, we do. And I forgot that he was in this because he looks a lot like the president,
Yes.
and I don't even remember him like performing or anything. So I was just
Mhm.
like, dang, so I'm not hallucinating that he looks like Randy Travis. He's just there next to him in the same scene. So I associate them. I was like,
Yeah.
dang, did Randy Travis, was he the president in this
Did he
movie?
play the president?
It was also pretty bittersweet to see him performing because,
Yeah.
nowadays he's not doing
He had
so
like a
hot.
stroke, right? Or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't really perform anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but they had him sing a line of one of his songs at the Grand Ole Opry at the end, obviously.
Mhm.
Uh, it was pretty sweet. But yeah. So, Jonathan, if you were to create a movie museum, which prop from this movie would you put for the exhibit?
Well, obvious answer, Book of Secrets. The one I would want to put in there is the cardboard cutout of Riley at his book signing.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't say that
Mm.
because I think it has to be the plank.
The plank is good too.
I think
Yeah.
it has to be the plank.
Yeah.
Maybe the book, but we'll wait for the third one to ever come out. Maybe we
Mhm.
can have the book on that one, but
There was
I
one
think it
thing I
has to be
saw.
the plank.
Yeah. No, that's good too. Those are the big like I don't know clues of the movie and stuff.
Mhm.
Um,
We picked the pipe for the first one, right? I don't know if we were doing
maybe
that segment
I don't
back
I don't
then,
think we were
but
doing that segment back then.
the
But
pipe would definitely be that.
mhm. um, one thing I thought was kind of cool about like the production team like putting together the Book of Secrets
Mhm.
is there's a that it's kind of like a scrapbook. There's all these different loose papers and stuff like that.
Area 51.
And yeah,
Is that
the Kennedy
JFK?
assassination.
Kennedy says
We don't have time.
just teasing all the conspiracy theorists.
Mhm. Anyway, they had someone on the production team that did like calligraphy, like match
Mhm.
all the different presidents like handwriting and write out notes
Are
and
you for
stuff that were
real?
in there. So that's like a detail you would never
That's
like notice
crazy.
watching it. But like if you look at the handwriting, it's supposed to be like, oh, that matches up to Lincoln, that matches up to Kennedy, that matches up to
Okay.
the fat one.
Which one? You know.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Man, Rutherford B. Hayes wasn't even that big. I'm
Yeah.
thinking two more after him.
Hmm. Oh, Taft,
Full name,
William
middle name,
H. Macy.
Howard. William H. Macy. William Howard Taft. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Grover Cleveland was a big boy as well. Pretty much probably the same size as Taft, honestly, but Taft
Teddy
got the...
Roosevelt seemed like a big boy too.
Hey, he was a stocky boy. He wasn't a big boy.
Hmm.
He wasn't as like maybe in his later years, but I've seen pictures of him during the Rough Riders, you know.
Oh yeah.
He had a
Not
face.
to judge any of these guys.
Okay, so we were talking about the death scene a while back.
Hmm.
That part where he is kissing Abigail goodbye because he thinks he's gonna die and be left in there. He says, "You make my parents leave. You make my parents leave." Stuff like that.
Hmm.
Uh, it was very emotional, very sad, and intense. But I couldn't help but think that it was like giving Cedric Diggory vibes when he was like, "Take my body back to my father, Harry. Take my body back."
Take my body back. So, what is something you learned in this movie that you didn't know about prior to seeing this? Like for
Um,
me, I didn't know about the Resolute desks, assuming that's real.
yeah, no, that is definitely real for
I didn't
sure.
know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's what I learned from this.
Hmm.
And I didn't know Lincoln was actually president. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I wasn't around.
I mean, this was like my introduction to like the Civil War, I guess,
Hmm.
to learn a little bit about that. Um, and like seeing that opening scene, like just the title, and then the dude with the one leg and the crutch just crossing over the title.
Hmm.
I'm in. I'm invested at this point.
I feel like these movies have pretty good intros.
They really do.
Yeah.
Um, I just like their flashback,
Hmm.
historical. I love a good historical adaptation about American history. It's just
Hmm.
great. John Adams miniseries, amazing. Band of Brothers, amazing. Haven't seen the Pacific, but heard it sucks.
I've heard it's kind of brutal, brutal to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, I probably won't want to watch that.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I'm a sucker for that. I feel like I'm time traveling. Okay, Jonathan, were there any cinematic eats? Because I have one. I don't know about you.
I couldn't think of any food in this movie when I was
Hmm.
making notes. What do you got?
Mine's not necessarily a food, but I just wanted to point out that Ben Gates uses a bottle of water to help him find clues in both of these movies.
Both movies, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the
The
water did
first
seem
one,
refreshing, honestly. So I'll
first
give
one,
him
he's
that.
looking at the dollar and he's like using the
Yeah.
magnifying glass.
And then they're pouring it out on the rocks. Got a little tiny
Okay,
quiz for you, Jonathan. Name the presidents on Mount Rushmore. Can
Washington,
you? Washington. That's one.
Lincoln,
Lincoln.
Teddy
That's two.
Roosevelt,
Teddy. Teddy. What's the fourth one?
Martin Luther King Jr.,
Obama.
Jefferson.
Jefferson is correct.
Okay,
Okay, cool. Do you know which order they're in?
Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln on the edges, then
Okay.
Jefferson, Roosevelt.
Yes, I think that's
Jefferson,
correct.
yeah. Okay, here's a
Jefferson's
question
next to
for you.
Washington.
Here's a
Yeah.
question for you. I don't have an answer to this because I don't know all my presidents like you do. If
Okay.
you were putting together a Mount Rushmore, who
Of
would
the
you put up
presidents,
there? Yeah.
I would probably go Washington. I'd probably go Jefferson, then
Paul
Roosevelt, and then
Giamatti.
possibly Lincoln. Just to throw it all
Uh,
in there.
oh, so you would just keep it the same?
No, I'm just kidding. It was just being silly. I would probably say. See, it feels weird putting people from like the modern era up there. Um, I would say just because I love the John Adams series so much, I would say that. I would have to put John Adams up there, but he would have to be
Uh-huh.
very short.
Okay.
And if I had to choose between John Adams or Thomas Jefferson, I would pick John Adams because
Hmm.
it's fine. Lin-Manuel Miranda as Hamilton.
Okay, maybe
Uh,
I'm changing the question here. What is okay of actors that have played the president? Who is your Mount Rushmore of
oh,
actors who have played the president?
okay.
Let's
Number
switch it
one,
up a little bit.
obviously, we're going Robin Williams, Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
That's the number one for me.
Hmm.
He's going up front. He's moving his spot from Teddy Roosevelt to George Washington.
More than Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti goes in second as John
Okay.
Adams.
Okay.
Um, hmm. Not Hmm. This is tough. This is tough.
Hmm.
I really don't feel like Daniel Day-Lewis needs to be up there for Lincoln, but he could be just because he's such a good actor, I guess. So everybody says he is.
I forgot
So they
about
have to play
this.
a real president?
Yeah, so not like a fictional.
Okay,
Like you can't put Harrison Ford from Captain America on there
gotcha. Or
or Air
Harrison
Force
Ford
One.
from Air Force One.
Okay, I forgot about this. John Voight played FDR in Pearl Harbor, which
Really?
was not a good movie. I did not enjoy that movie.
Okay.
But
Huh.
Alan Rickman played a president.
Who? Who do you play?
He played Ronald Reagan
I've
in The
got to see
Butler, in
that.
Lee Daniels' The Butler.
Okay.
I haven't seen that movie.
I have got to see that. That's so funny.
Oh, Josh Brolin. He played W in that Oliver Stone movie. I remember that.
Ooh, Donald Trump played Donald Trump in Home Alone 2. I remember that. I might honestly even go with so John Voight has also played George Washington. Fun fact.
Oh.
Um and Feeney from Boy Meets World has played John Adams in 1776. I don't think I can put
Oh.
those there. But the guy that played um Washington in the John Adams miniseries was really good.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, we should probably move on, but
we should, but now I'm
we've been on.
interested. So, yeah, it's your fault.
Well, just asked such good questions. Bill Murray
Yeah.
played.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen the film, but he played FDR in the film Hyde Park on Hudson, 2012.
Okay. Interesting.
Jeff Daniels
Jeff Daniels
portrays George Washington in The Crossing. I don't know what that is.
Crossing of the Delaware, I assume.
Mm.
We're getting somewhere. Gary Sinise played Harry Truman in Truman. Gary Oldman played Truman in Oppenheimer. But he's one of those actors that blends into any character.
He
I didn't
really
even realize it
does.
was him.
And it surprises me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Brendan Fraser played David Eisenhower
In what?
in a movie called Pressure. It says TBA. It's an upcoming film? No.
Okay.
Is it really? I'm
Dennis
excited
Quaid
for this
played
then.
Reagan in the
And it's got
2024
Damian
film.
Lewis and Andrew Scott. That's going to be a good movie. All right. Okay. We'll see. Mark that down. Wait, what'd you say?
I was just reading them off more. Dennis Quaid played Reagan in a 2024 film called Reagan.
Oh, yeah. I heard that Bond. Bill Burr played John F. Kennedy in Unfrosted, the Pop Tart movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sam Rockwell played George W. Bush. And Josh Brolin also played him. But I haven't seen either of those movies, so.
That's the trouble. There's a few of these.
I need to see some.
And yeah,
of these.
I haven't watched Lincoln, so I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel Day-Lewis should go up there, but I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
So are we going to just put Pedro on the Mount Rushmore and call it a day?
No. It's going to be in construction until we see the rest of these movies.
Okay, we can revisit this, you know?
Yeah.
It can be an ongoing thing. We just need to do, you know, some more research. Maybe Bruce Greenwood could be in the running if we rewatch like that 13 Days movie, you know?
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll just Yeah. You should see my list of actors that I would want to play. I've casted each one of these. Most of the
All the presidents.
presidents. I get bored sometimes and I recast people.
Yeah, interesting.
Um, but that's another time. That is another day. I don't even know where I could find that list. But it's good. Let's just say no.
Life altering.
Life altering. I don't know. No, at this point, I'm thinking like different movies we can work with. I feel like we can do like a in the past with James Garfield's assassination. That was an interesting story, and then we could probably do JFK in the future. There's just so much potential. We need a
That's the
good
thing.
American history,
Hmm.
historical fiction movie series. We need that.
Yeah, I think for me, I know the Book of Secrets talks about all the different like conspiracies. I would actually wouldn't want them to go that route. Like I
Really,
would
yeah.
want it to be something made up, then like get into like, well,
Because
not
then they'd have to explain
necessarily
it,
made up.
and then people won't buy into
Yeah,
it because it's like, no, this theory's better. Yeah,
it'll just be unsatisfactory.
yeah. I
But
like
like
doing it and
find
then learning
find some like
something new.
historical events to base it loosely around, but like yeah.
Yeah, I feel like John Green could have something to do with this because he can just like you can connect tuberculosis with um, any historical event in the past.
Hmm.
Like it
Hmm.
had something to do with Franz Ferdinand's Archduke, his assassination, which started World War One. Because the assassinators all had tuberculosis at that point. Let's get to it. Come on,
You know,
Disney.
I feel like page 47 is probably overrated. I'm more about page 42.
I think me too. That's a good point. Who do you think that was? Probably like Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter era, maybe Nixon. He wrote on page. Does each president get a page? I guess maybe.
Maybe some of them didn't have much to write.
Like William Henry Harrison. He didn't even find the book after a month.
he
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 didn't have time
used
to
his
hide
as
it.
he used his page as a tissue because he got sick.
Fun fact: he actually didn't die. Recent studies may have found
He's
that
still alive
there's
to this day.
no. He didn't die from like pneumonia from his speech.
Hmm.
But people are thinking there's probably something wrong with the water supply and other infections.
Mm. Well, do you have a letterbox score for this movie, Jeremy?
I'm Jonathan. I'm going 5 out of 5 again. I was thinking about this today. This movie
Yeah.
is just as good as the first one. I still love watching the first one, maybe more, but
Mm.
I can't take anything away from this movie except maybe like the annoying um, plot devices from connecting the two, like the no
When it starts to feel
context.
repetitive,
No,
or what do you
just
mean?
like not really fully explaining why like they broke up and like why we're in this situation
Oh,
at this point, and
yeah.
I'm giving it a five
Yeah.
out of five.
Mhm.
I'm comfortable with that. I don't know, but I don't
Cool.
think you are. I think you gave it probably a 4.5. That's what you did.
Well, I've been thinking about it too, and I I definitely like the first one more than this one.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like this one may have been a little rushed, like whipping
Mm.
it together to like get it out on time and stuff. But I still feel like it maintains the quality of the two. So I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 as well, even though
Hey.
I like the first one better.
Okay.
But this
Yeah,
it's
I
still
agree.
like they're still like really close. It's still like the same quality.
Hmm.
Oh, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, that's basically all I had to say.
Yeah. It fully deserves it. It's just like it's a sequel, so you're more critical of it, anyways. But
Hmm.
It's just so like it's seamless with it's mostly seamless. I guess that's not really a thing. It's they both complement each other so well, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes you want another one. And I think that's a good quality for a
Yeah.
sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Just
not
like,
really necessarily copying it. It's just kind of making the
yeah.
same, sort of the same structure.
Yeah, I mean, it does a lot of the same things that the first one does, but not in a way that just feels like it's a cash grab or like a
Yeah,
rehash of the same
it doesn't come
story.
across as lazy either because it's kind of hard to pull off the same thing.
Right. There's enough like, oh, I'm not going to say these are like, oh, meticulously researched and totally accurate, but like there's enough like historical context and like writing in the movies to be like, I don't know, that they did have like they did come up with like a good reason to make another one. Like it was a worthy adventure
Yeah,
to like go on and to watch. So I really appreciate it. I feel like I really I kind of wish they didn't put the page 47 thing in there just because they didn't know what it was
people are
going to
hanging
be.
off.
And
Yeah,
so people are just like latched on to that. And on one hand people are still talking about the movie because of that. But
yeah. I'm
I
glad.
don't know.
I'm happy it's there. It
I
gives
mean,
us some
I wouldn't.
glimmer of hope instead of there
Yeah,
not being anything.
it's not that I don't want it to be in there. I just really wish they'd make National Treasure 3. I mean, that's just what I want. I'm
Jonathan,
just
there is
nervous
just
that if
still
they,
some hope.
I
It's
just
not
feel
all
like if they
gone.
make it now, will it hold up? Will it be lesser? Will it match up to the first two? That'll be the question.
I think at this point we need to heal Hollywood from this remake era and legacy sequels before we get into
Hmm.
the good legacy sequel. Because I feel
Oh
like a
yeah,
lot
okay.
of them are cursed right now.
Hmm.
A lot of movies are cursed.
Yeah,
Although there's been some like Top Gun Maverick was really good. Twisters was really good.
there's been a few that have done it
Jurassic
reasonably
Park,
well.
we'll see.
I haven't heard great things.
Yeah, the only thing I've heard about is that
But
one of the guys from Wicked, I don't even know his name. He played the clarinet for the score for
oh, I
his
saw that.
own
Yeah.
motif.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. Huh.
Yeah.
All right, National Treasure 3.
5 out
If
of
you're
5.
listening, Jerry Bruckheimer, did he do this?
Yeah, he produced it.
Stop dealing with the Seattle Kraken and just focus on this movie. Produce this. We need you.
Hmm.
He owns the Seattle Kraken, by the way,
I didn't know
which is
that.
which is really cool because now there are two NHL hockey teams that have to do with Disney movies. Um, Final thoughts, Jonathan.
5 out of 5 film, 5 out of 5 franchise. Let's keep it going. Um, yeah,
I agree.
I want more.
One thing I've learned is that it's not really about the treasure. It's more about the journey and the lessons and history lessons we've learned along the way.
Mm-hmm. And to make
And
sure
with
you pay your
that-
taxes.
And to make sure you pay your taxes or kidnap the president so that your friend can have a Ferrari.
Presidential pardon.
Presidential pardon. I was like, that's pretty corrupt of that president to let his friends not have to pay $6 million in taxes. Anyways, and with that, I will say, Jonathan, thanks for making me a part of this, and we'll see you
Anytime.
guys next time on Inside Quotes.